"You're gonna regret this," Ethan Kane growled through gritted teeth, his voice carrying across the dusty main street of Black Hollow, a town where the wind never stopped howling and the shadows of outlaws lingered longer than the sunsets, his hand hovering close to the worn, leather holster that had seen more blood than rain in the last decade. And yet the woman across from him, the one they called the Widowmaker, only smiled with a kind of reckless amusement that sent chills through hardened men and leaned closer, as if daring him to pull the trigger, her dark eyes flashing with the kind of fire that belonged to someone who had already danced with death and won. Ethan's jaw tightened, the scar across his cheek pulling taut as he studied her. This woman who wore danger like perfume and carried secrets heavier than the six-shooter, resting casually at her side, her ivory dress fluttering just enough in the dry evening breeze to remind him that she was not like the other ghosts in this place, and she was alive, untamed and unpredictable. The townsfolk had whispered her name long before he laid eyes on her. Stories of men who had crossed her and vanished. Stories of lovers who thought they owned her and wound up buried 6 feet under. Stories that painted her as half legend, half nightmare, and when Ethan first heard them, he thought she was just another outlaw carving her name in fear. But now, standing face to face, he realized the truth was far stranger, far more dangerous, because the Widowmaker was not just a criminal, she was a force of nature. Forces like her didn't bend to law or reason. They consumed everything in their path. Ethan took a step forward, dust crunching beneath his boots, his shadow stretching long in the dying light, his heart pounding with the kind of rage only old wounds could stir. And though every instinct screamed to draw to end it here, something in the way she leaned in closer, her lips curving into a smile that was neither mockery nor kindness but a promise of chaos, held him still, frozen between violence and curiosity. "You don't even know what you're walking into," he continued, his tone low, dangerous, a voice forged by years of betrayal and blood. But she tilted her head, studied him like prey studies a hunter, and whispered back, "Oh, I know exactly what I'm walking into. The question is, do you?" And those words struck him harder than a bullet because deep down, in the hollow place inside him that no whiskey or revenge could fill, Ethan Kane knew she wasn't here by chance. No, the Widowmaker had come for reasons that would change everything. And whether he liked it or not, his life was already tangled in hers, as inseparable as dust and blood. The silence stretched, the whole town holding its breath, eyes peeking through cracked shutters and behind barrels, waiting to see if this was the day Ethan Kane's legend ended or the day the Widowmaker added another name to her graveyard. And just when the tension